What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel everyone. Today I will be showing you all how to spray paint your airsoft gun. Roll the intro. Alright, welcome back to the channel everyone. Man, it's good to be back. Sorry guys with this whole coronavirus outbreak. Haven't had time to make a video. I can't get out to the field and play, so I am actually going to make a video today on how to spray paint your airsoft gun. So if you're new to this channel, we do a whole bunch of airsoft stuff, like I just said literally like 30 seconds ago. We do a whole bunch of airsoft gameplays, montages, and reviews, so make sure you subscribe to this channel if you are into airsoft or if you're new to airsoft and want to learn more about airsoft. So let's head on outside, spray paint the gun, boy. Yes sir. And boom, we're outside. Alright, so today I will be painting my very old semi-auto airsoft pistol. This thing, I simply don't even use this thing anymore, and so that's why I'm using it today to spray paint, because I already spray painted my M4, and so I'm not going to go over that again. So I'm going to spray paint this whole thing tan. And so what you're going to need is you're going to need some painter's tape to tape around the areas that you don't want spray painted. So for example, you're going to have to paint around the orange tip. If you don't want that painted, you're going to have to, like literally have to, tape around the mag well where your mag would fit in. And you always have to paint around the trigger of your gun, because you don't want spray paint going up in your gun, and that will ultimately screw the whole thing up. So you want to make sure you tape all those up. So I'm going to get that taped up, and I'm also going to get my M4, because I always use an M4, and so for all of you M4 users out there, all of you M4 airsofters, I will show you where to tape up your M4. So alright, so now we got my M4 here. If you want to tape your optic, if you want to spray paint your optic, you're going to want to tape up the glass areas of your optic. So here's my red dot right here. I'm going to tape up the glass in the front and in the back, and I'm also going to tape up my zoom scope in the front and back. But for me, I'm never really going to, well, at least today I'm not going to paint my optics, and so I would take those off if you're not going to paint them, just so they don't get in the way, of course. And you're going to want to tape up the trigger, and you always want to make sure that your dust cover is always completely shut, because you don't want spray paint getting up into your hop-up system, therefore like ruining your whole M4. So, and you're also going to want to tape around the orange tip. I have a silencer on right now, so yeah, tape around any areas that you don't want spray painted. And I think we hit on everything that needs to be taped. So the mag well, the trigger, you want to make sure the dust cover's shut, and you want to make sure if you're painting your optics, you want the glass panes, you know, the front and back of the glass of your red dot, zoom scope, whatever, you want it to make sure that both areas of the glass are taped up. So now that we went through that, I'm going to tape up my pistol, and we're going to get into the spray painting part. Okay, so I'm going to take my pistol now, and I'm going to tape around the orange tip, because anywhere you go, even if you're just playing backyard airsoft, especially if you're playing backyard airsoft, you're going to want to have your orange tip showing, just in case neighbors get scared and think it's a real gun. So you always want your orange tip showing. If you're not going to have the orange tip showing, just get a different muzzle that's already painted black, and keep your orange tip muzzle that was already on the gun, so that you can replace it in and out from like either going to the airsoft field or just playing backyard. Anytime you're playing backyard, you should have an orange tip. That's basically what I'm trying to say. So next thing I'm going to tape up is my mag well. So the area where you put in your mag, you want to tape that slot up. This slot is what I'm talking about right here. So my mag would fit in just like that, and so I'm talking about the area where the mag comes out, just in case you all didn't know what I was talking about there. So I'm going to tape that up. Okay, so now that we got the mag well taped up, we are going to paint. I keep saying paint instead of tape. Oh my gosh. You're going to tape up your trigger, because whatever kind of gun it is, you need to tape up that trigger, because your trigger is what makes the gun go off. And so you don't want spray paint going up into that trigger mechanism. So I'm going to get a small piece of tape. I'm just going to first put it all the way around the trigger. And I'm going to put it in the area where the trigger pretty much is. See that open area around the trigger? I'm going to tape that up as well. Okay, so now that I got the whole thing taped up where I want it to be taped, now it's time to spray paint it. Okay, so now we got the whole thing taped up, I forgot one important part. You always want to wipe down your gun before you start painting it, because you may have a sticker that you had like when the first time you bought it, and you probably have ripped off that sticker by now, and that leaves a sticky kind of substance there. And so you want to make sure you get that sticky substance off with a wipe or whatever cleaning material you want to use, really. But you want to wipe down your whole entire gun, make sure there's no dirt on it, and make sure there's no sticky substances on it before you paint it. So I did all that already, and so we're ready to paint it. So you're going to get your paint. I bought this 2x Ultra Cover paint and primer from Ace for about, I think, $5. It's very cheap. Of course it's tan, but we're going to have to shake it up real well before you use it, because if you don't shake it up before you use it, it's just not going to come out right. So shook it all up, and now I'm just going to paint my first layer on. And you want to make sure you get all the spots, you know, all the sides that you can get from this angle and front areas. Okay, so now that we're done spray painting the first side, we're going to wait an hour or so until it dries. It could be on a very hot day, so it could dry very quickly for you. So I'm going to wait until this thing dries. I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to paint the other side. So let's wait for it to dry. Alright, so that is it for today's video. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that like button right down below. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Like I said before, I post airsoft gameplays, montages, and a whole bunch of reviews on this channel. So if you're in airsoft, this is a channel you want to subscribe to. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next Friday. I post every Friday, and make sure to go check out my Instagram at f.e.g_productions for notifications on my channel. So see you next Friday.
Count up the bands, count up the digits. All of us died, now all of us living. I picked up my ride, call me exhibit. I am a man from humble beginnings. outside Detroit where it's cold and rigid.